Welcome everybody to this inspirational transformation session. Now, my name is Eric Depp. I am French and I live in Malaysia. I am an Herbalife distributor for the past 30 years. I live in over 15 countries in the world, and I have been a pioneer in 13 of them, starting the Herbalife business. Now, my objective of this session, based on my experience as an independent entrepreneur and a human being, is to inspire you to make some changes step by step in your living in order to become the best version of yourself every day. And this is why I created this, I call ITS, Inspirational Transformation Session. Now, why on Monday? Well, apparently the week starts on Monday, so we have to start somewhere. That's the first thing, okay? Now, why in the morning? There is no better time. This is a start of the day. And if you start good, then the rest of the day or even the rest of the week has a good chance to be what I call fantastic. Why did I call it inspirational instead of motivational? Now, there is an enormous difference. Now, motivation would come from me to pump you up, to motivate you, to push you. So all is about my ability to persuade you, my ability of speaking, my ability of motivating you. And maybe you may take some action until your motivation is gone. Because I'm not anymore with you, or I'm not behind you to push you. So I call this the external forces, motivation. Now, inspiration is completely different, as it is you, the main person, to act upon what you hear from me. Now, I share my advice that, according to my own experience, did help me. I share it with you, and then you hear it from your side, and you see if it makes sense to apply it for you or not. It is you who is the main, I call, player to put in action, because your strong desire is coming from you, pushing yourself from the inside you, not from the outside you. And I call this an internal force, okay? So please understand that what I will share with you will come from my own experience, and you do not have to believe it, or even to believe one word of what I say, because it is my experience. But you can be sure it is the truth. And some of my experience may happen to you or not, or may happen differently. So you will be able to adjust and adapt and act accordingly because of this sharing today. Now, my goal of this session, and I call it episode, is to share with you my experience in order for you to be ready to face some situation of life, ready to act, ready to live with abundance and energy, to have a productive day, a productive week, a productive month, a productive year, to become more effective and transform your mindset into a powerful machine that can turn happiness, greatness, action, kindness into what I call a reality of every day. So we're going to get started for today for these 20 to 30 minutes, because it may take a little bit of longer time today, but I hope that each and everyone is ready. Now, what your health is costing you. How many of you would like to know how to live healthy? But how many of you believe health could help you to live better? Now, in the next 20 to 30 minutes, I will show you how some daily behavior can completely change the way you look and feel every day. After these 20 minutes, you will know exactly how you can control and give yourself the best chance to age gracefully and well. Let me show you now. And that's what I call, and we call, wellness. Wellness. Now, I know this term for many people is like, ouch, wellness. But it makes sense of us a bit. Basically, a lot of us say ouch and make some of us a bit afraid because we hear it everywhere. But maybe we do not know exactly what it means. So what we're going to do first is we're going to define what is wellness. Now, wellness is being in good physical and mental health, maintained by proper diet, exercise, and habits. It is about feeling better and looking better every day. Now, the most important here is every day better. Why? Who want to be worst every day? Nobody. No one. But you know what? Some people are worst every day. Why? Now, because they are not informed about their own health and nutrition and the concept of what we call wellness. You see, every day we search for ways to feel better. This makes our days more enjoyable for ourselves as well as for the people around us, really. The recipe for success is about balanced diet combined with sufficient water intake and exercise. By combining these three key factors to daily wellness, you're giving yourself the opportunity to feel good every day, day after day. And this is not an opinion. That is a fact. And I would say a fact of life, basically. Additionally, a healthy and active lifestyle is a way of life that contributes to positivity in an individual's physical, mental, and social life. Can you imagine that? It touches all of these. Also, the way to being healthy or healthier include the intake of healthy foods, usage of physical activities, weight management, as well as stress management. When you understand these few principles about wellness, then I can guarantee that your life will start to change very fast into some energy and well-being. So are you ready for a healthier you? As a question. So let's start to look how you can make some changes for a drastic improvement so your well-being and wellness are improving drastically, as I call it. Not completely, drastically. So let me help you to put some steps into action for every day for you. Number one, make sure every day you have a breakfast. It is the most important meal of the day. It's a start for your metabolism to deliver the energy and can help you from craving in the morning. Also, put the best nutritional food inside your body. Look at the people who are the stars in the sports. They put protein and fiber most of the time inside their body. Not donuts, not roti, not heavy fattening breakfast. So number one, pay attention to your breakfast. Number two, whole food is better. Eat plenty of fruits and vegetables. Lean protein, whole grain, and dairy is the best way to consume a wide variety of important nutrients that your body needs every day. Because those foods gives you a balanced diet. Did you know that it can also prevent diseases and give you the lasting energy you're looking for every single day? Because every day we need energy. Number 3, make good friends with good fat or healthy fat, the one that we call unsaturated fat. Example, olive oil, avocado, nuts, seeds. They can reduce some cholesterol level, but also decrease the potential of risk of heart disease and stroke. Also, eating nuts is good, but not too many, because they are very high calorie. You have to be careful with your calorie. All right? Healthy fat can also make food more filling, so you can decrease your hunger for the next few hours. Healthy fat, not unhealthy fat. So be very careful. So number 3 was about make friends with healthy fat, not unhealthy fat, not unsaturated fat. Number 4, what is the right food? Make sure that when you go to the supermarket, you can also read the label, the nutrients labels. Make sure the label tell you or ensure you that food contains some fiber and protein. When you go to the supermarket, look for any label, the nutrients, that it can contain fiber and protein. That helps you to keep you full. Of course, remember, low sugar and low sodium is always good. Low sugar, low sodium. Check the ingredients. And if you see something with what we call trans fat, do not take it. Do not buy it. Leave it there. Trans fat, avoid, cancel from your daily consumption. Pay attention to most of the snacks. Whole grain crackers are excellent. Baby carrots too. Some people urge to get snacks and they take anything because they feel hungry. You don't want to do that. They can kill you at the end. Trust me on that. Number 5. How about paying attention to the portion? Don't make the food bigger than the plate. That's very important. Majority of us prepare a meal at home, so you can control exactly what goes into your plate. But if you are outside and you are eating outside, you need to pay attention. Because easily you will take more calories than what you need. Most of it when you go to a buffet. You feel that you're going to eat the whole things because you did pay for that, but you are putting so many calories inside your stomach. Remember, your stomach is not bigger than your fist. Your fist, not bigger than your fist. And remember, it takes 20 minutes before the end of the food to go to your stomach. If your stomach is full, you won't feel it right away. You will feel it 20 minutes later. So some people are full, but they continue to eat until the alarm clocks come in, but now it's too full. Too full. Don't use big plate at home. Use small plate. Small plate equal small portion. Careful to the portion. Number 6. Do you know that small dehydration can affect your mood, your energy, your ability to think clearly, and also contribute to some of us to anxiety and tension? Just a bit of dehydration. Can you believe that? So when you feel a bit down or not having enough energy, really don't go and drink any of some of those sugar drink, I call it, outside. Because instead, you better drink 1 glass or 2 glasses of water. And this is why staying hydrated all day is an important element of health, wellness. So therefore, drink plenty of water every day. Recommendation, 2 to 3 liters minimum a day. You see, some people think, oh, you know, I'm in front of a computer, so I don't need to drink. Well, it's absolutely wrong. Because it is as doing almost exercise. You dehydrate. You need a good proportion of water, even so you are sitting at the computer all day long. If you are in a place where you have a lot of air conditioning, you are dehydrating fast, and therefore you need water intake every single day. So I would say make friends with water. A tip that I've been using for a long time is every time that I go to restroom, I come back, I drink water. Why? What goes out needs to go back in. It's simple. So it goes out, I go back to drink. Some people will say to me, well, I go to the toilet often. That's great. Your body is working properly, I would say. That's great. Now, number 7. That's a good one. Number 7 is a good one. I love it. Because some of us may have heard it. Some of you may want to do it. Some of you are doing it. And that's called working out. Number 7. But you know, working out for a reason. Working out because you have something in your mind to achieve. Something that you love to do. It says when you find something you truly enjoy, you'll be more likely to do it. And I'm talking about also active lifestyle. Find out what are the physical activity that you enjoy. Instead of doing or following some exercise that you're getting bored every day. Find yourself what you enjoy doing in a gym. Give yourself a repeated workout routine every day that you enjoy, that you feel to do, and that you know it will give you the result you are expecting to see. A routine, an enjoyable workout. Now, you don't need to be, by the way, in a gym for the next 5 hours a day, all right? Just make sure that you spend a good amount of time with, example, a high intensity for a shorter period of time. Example, you could do 2 to 3 times 30 minutes strength training session that can help your heart rate up every week. And then you can do some other session, 30 minutes, with some cardio and weight training that will help your body to get leaner and healthier. Now, you know, it's not information that is lacking in this. Search the information, search the video that can help you and prepare your own program. And a program which is adapted to you. Yes, I mentioned adapted to you. Let me tell you by my own experience, because we're talking about my own experience here too. As I'm 55 years old, I used to do the exercise of the 20 years old. Why? Because my mind was 20, my body was not 20. One day it collapsed. So don't be trying to be a hero. We're not trying to have the Guinness record here. We're trying to make our body healthier, better. Do what is adapted to do for you. Now, you have to still push it to your limit. You have to push your potential. But don't be crazy thinking that you could, if you are 50 or 60, compete with a 20 years old guy. Cannot. Or a 30 years old person, or a 40 years old person. Because there will always be more in advance than you. So find a way that it can make your heart rate up, that you do some strength, that you push yourself, that you do things that you sweat, and that you have burned calorie. As an example, I heard a few person last week talking about morning walk. Morning walk is great, but don't expect too much about morning walk. Morning walk is morning walk. It's like having a nice walk around the park. Is it going to put your heart rate up? No. Very little. It's good for your breathing, it's good for your leg, but in terms of healthier, leaner, no. So push a bit yourself, okay? Now, continue to do the morning walk if you still do it, okay? That's no question. But in other than that, do some other exercise. Now, one element also for helping here is don't sit down everywhere. Get your butt up. Sitting for a long period of time is going to increase some risk of disease, like heart disease, diabetes, cancer, even death. Can you believe this? So in your day, make sure to bring it and incorporate some motion in your daily life. Take example, maybe take the stairs instead of the lift. Maybe put your phone on alarm every hour or two and get a 5 minutes workout. Maybe having a standing desk with your computer. That's what I have. Instead of being sitting down on the chair all day long. So you see, when I stand on my desk, I am on my leg. I'm not sitting down with my head. So remember, be in motion. Stay in motion. Okay? Last but not least, don't forget to have a good sleep. Having a good sleep is often the first things to do, by the way. Having a good sleep helps you to feel rested so you can face any challenge on the next day with a clearer, fresher mind. Inadequate rest can affect, you know what? Your appetite. Some people believe that, oh, sleeping less is better. And in a short term, maybe. But in a long term, related on health, maybe not. Make sure you can go to bed always at the same time and wake up always at the same time. It appears that doing that, it helps people to have less body fat than those who sleep with different kind of schedule. Now, one thing for every one of us today, don't be a computer or phone addicted after 9 o'clock evening time. It will affect your attention, your thoughts, your idea that could or maybe can disturb you from a good sleep quality. And as a consequence, will make you to be less productive on the next day mentally and physically. Maybe before you go to bed, 1 hour before you go to bed, Just turn off all electrical devices. Read a book, listen to music, communicate with your family instead of watching TV. For sure, it may contribute for you to have a better next day to do that. Remember, the time to go to bed, the time to wake up, always the same. Now, sometimes we go later to bed and we say, oh, how am I going to do tomorrow morning to wake up at the same time? Don't worry, just do it. Because if you say, well, but I'm going to have less sleep, now you're going to completely distract your routine. And that you have to keep up until the next evening, and you go back to the same timing to the bed. Going to bed, same time, waking up to the bed, same time. Avoid electronic device an hour before you go to bed, okay? Now, all those information are for you, I would say, to be inspired, but also to research and look for more information for becoming healthier you. You see, wellness today, I call it is what was TV about 50 years ago. Everyone wants to be part of it, which is about being healthier, being energetic, looking good, looking fit, and all of that, it's called wellness. Now is your turn to educate yourself and be part also, if you're not yet, of this called movement. Now remember, it is a step-by-step process. You just need to follow what we did talk about and make some adjustment for you. You have the power to improve your immediate and future health. All you need is the right information and the desire to put them into action. Because you know what? At the end of the day, we are in control. You are in control of your wellness. Then when you can start your day like that, in full and positive spirit. Let me ask you, in conclusion, what if what you have heard today, you could start every day to put it in practice? Do you think that it will enhance your life or make it more terrible? So I challenge you this week to put in practice some of those suggestions that you hear today, to create your own way and apply it every day. And I guarantee you that at the end of this week, you will be a different person. Remember, we are all human and therefore not a tree. So we all can improve and change when we are ready. Now the question is, are you ready for it? If yes, we need to act now. So let's start to implement that. Let's live a full life of health and wealth. And I will see you next week into my next episode of our inspirational transformation session. My name is Eric Depp, and I'm here for you. Thank you very much for your time, and you have a fantastic week.